one of the things that I've been asked a lot is about what are you going to do to address the crime situation? Well, the crime situation is kind of a triad. There's different aspects of the crime. You got why people are doing the crimes, you know, and what's going on with them, and how do you prevent them? So one of the ways that you prevent crime is, number one, we got to work with the police department. We got to establish a community policing policy. What that means is we get more policemen out in the streets interacting with the people. That way the people will have a trust and build a relationship with the police department. People know who are doing these crimes. They're not saying anything, whether it's fear from the judicial system, whether it's fear of the police, whether it's fear of the criminal element themselves and retaliation. What we have to do as a community is we have to build this trust. And once you build that trust, then we can work with reducing the crime rate. If you see something, say something. That's an old saying. But if you see something and don't say nothing, nothing will change. And that's what we're going to have to do. We have to change our culture to work with the police department to eliminate this criminal element. Because if you don't say anything, the criminal element will win. The opioid addiction is half of the crime that's being committed in this city. The Chief of Police, Harrison himself, even said it, that this is a main reason why there is such a problem with crime. So what we have to do is we have to learn to treat these people, because putting them in jail is not going to work. Once they get out, they're going to get right back into the same situation that they were in. They're going to have to want to quit using drugs. And the only way to do that is be able to establish a relationship with them, find out why they're doing drugs. Is it because they don't have an income? Is it because they don't have job training? Which goes right along with the program that I want to initiate, and it's actually being talked about nationwide right now, is reestablishing the technical schools, trade schools. What we need is we need to train people, the young people coming out of school, so they can go to a place like the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and apply for an apprentice job. The trade union jobs like welding, plumbing, those kind of jobs right there. Once you bring those people in, these young people in to a job, they'll have a good background. They'll be able to find work. They'll be able to have more than a minimum wage job, which then they'll be able to rent, which comes under the affordable housing, trying to get these some of these companies and nonprofit companies come in here and build some of these houses. They're talking about building some in the 9th Ward right now, which is great, but that's a low flood or high flood area, low basin, high floodplain. So why don't we bring some of these affordable housings towards the city more, where the people are working? We have service industry people that need jobs. They need transportation to get to the jobs. We're spreading ourselves too thin. So what I'd like to see is trade schools established, a mental health facility treatment center, such as for alcohol, opioid, drug addiction, and then we need to stop incarcerating people over the smaller non-violent drug offenses, where you wind up being labeled as a convict, which makes it harder to get a job. And then once that happens, then they become our problem. So those are some of the programs that I like to try to establish. Thank you for your time. Vote Bruski for mayor.